This is my channel, Chic Speaks, and we are doing a 15-minute HIIT workout this morning. I call it a energy booster. Sometimes you just need a boost of energy, especially early in the morning before work. You just need that extra oomph to get you started for what you have to come to you in your day. So come on, let's get started. Nothing to it but what to do it. Join me if you can. If you cannot, that's okay. Whenever you can, definitely give it a try. It's a great way to burn energy, and it's also beginner friendly. So this is a beginner friendly workout, a 15-minute HIIT workout. So not only will it boost your energy, it'll also boost your mood too. So get you ready, get you good to go for this hump day. Happy hump day. Let's go. We're gonna do 30 seconds for each workout, 10-second rest in between. Please like, share, and subscribe as you come on in. And beginner friendly. Feel free to give these exercises a try. Simple enough, right? A lot of exercises, it's just really about the repetition of it and the consistency with doing the workout. It doesn't have to be hard. This is a beginner-friendly workout. So if you're just at the beginning of your fitness journey, these are simple exercises that you can do. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Have you hit the like button? 15 minutes, simple, beginner friendly HIIT workout. This is a great fat burner. Simple enough, right? Great morning energy booster. 15 minutes. Total body workout. Squeeze that core in. Great ab workout. Simple enough, right? Good morning, good morning. Have you hit the like button? If you can't touch your toes, you can do this too. So this is another alternative for working your legs. If you can't raise your leg, so either one will work. You can raise your leg, raise your leg. If you can't, touch your knees. Great legs, and you're engaging the core as well. So make sure any exercise you do, you keep a tight core, tighten this area to get the most impact out of your workout. Good morning, good morning. Have you hit the like button? Please like, share, and subscribe. Simple enough, right? This is what I do. Raise those knees, engage that core, squeeze those abs, squeeze, squeeze. Fat be gone. You want a flat midsection? These exercises will get you right. They are beginner friendly. It's beginner friendly. You want to step it up? I have more intense workouts on my channel. Check them out. Woo! Nothing to it but to do it, right? And walk it out. That was 15 minutes, y'all. 15 minutes. Sometimes that's all you got. You work with what you got, right? Sometimes we don't have an hour to spend in the gym. Even 30 minutes. Sometimes all we working with is 15 minutes. 15, 20 minutes. You'll see on my channel, I do a lot of quick workouts. I personally don't like to work out very long. Preferably 30 minutes or less, 40 minutes tops is my preference. You want to make sure that you stretch it out after you conclude any type of physical activity. You don't want your muscles to lock. But this is what I do. This is what I do. I do this each day. If I am not doing exercises such as these, I am outside, I'm walking, I enjoy walking. I just want to encourage for you to just move. Just move. And a lot of times it's not exactly about like what you're doing. It's like how frequently are you doing it? So some people have gym memberships, but they don't go to the gym. So you have a membership, but you're not doing anything with it. So that's why I say it's not really about the environment. It's like, what are you doing with your time? Are you doing what you need to do, whether you're in the gym or at home? In the South, I live in Georgia. A natural body is what we like to call homegrown. My body is homegrown. Literally, what you see is all done from home, no gym involved. So I'm either working out on camera like you just watched me, or I'm outside walking. Either way, I'm getting physical activity in. I'm 43. I will be 44 next month. Mother of 3. Married mom. Got a lot going on like many of you. So I just find time to get into myself, to focus on myself, because a lot of times we are so caught up in taking care of everyone else and neglecting ourselves. So do you have at least 15 minutes for yourself? This is what it looks like when all you got is maybe 15 minutes out of the 24, because you might be giving the rest of that time to somebody else, child. So if you got 15 minutes, 20 minutes, like, can you carve out a good 30 minutes for you? It can make a difference with how you feel, how you look. If there's things you don't like about your body, you know, what are you going to do about it? Do something about it. When are you going to start? Many people have issues with how they look. And I feel like everyone at some point, or still even in present time, have things about themselves that they'd like to change, in particular when it comes to the physical. No matter how perfect someone else may view their body, there's still always something where it's like, well, you know, I could improve that area, you know, so I'm no different, you know, so I just work out. I prefer to maintain a trim body, flat stomach. It's just my preference. My preference actually happens to be beneficial for my overall health. But from an aesthetic standpoint, I'm motivated to do workouts such as this because I like to look a certain way. I like to show up in the world a certain way, child. And I personally feel like when I'm more fit, when I'm smaller, I look more youthful. You ever notice people who lose a lot of weight? You're like, man, you look like you lost years off your life. You know, it does something about when you're smaller, you tend to look more youthful. And maybe that's just because naturally, typically when we were younger, we were smaller, and that, you know, with age comes weight. So maybe that's what it is. But I know for myself, I feel like I have a more youthful look when I'm smaller at, you know, the size I'm at. I'm 130 pounds. So this is a size that I maintain. This was my pre-baby weight, and most of my life, my post, baby weight, 130 pounds. So this is all my default weight. I can go down and I can go up a little bit, but my default weight, my happy place is just like 130 pounds. But now, child, I'm not waking up. It ain't no Beyonce situation. She woke up like that. It's because I do the work. Them years, now that used to be my story. That was my story in my 20s, early part of my 30s. But once I got to like my mid 30s, child, the metabolism listen, it wasn't enough for me to just do a quick 15-minute walk and me eat what I want to eat. Those days were over. Now I got to work at this. This ain't it's just natural. I just stay. No. No. That was once my story, but that is not my story anymore. I'm 43. I will be 44 next month. That's just not my story. I have to work just like anybody else. The difference that may be between me and you is that I'm actually putting in the work, which is why I am here at 6:22 in the morning talking to you, trying to encourage for you to do something. Do something different than what you've been doing if it hasn't been serving you. Catch that? If it hasn't been serving you, stop that. Let's do something different that's going to serve us. For starters, get into your body. Do some exercises. Each morning I start my day out with 25 squats. So while I'm doing something that don't really require much effort from me, such as like brushing my teeth or something, I'll just drop and do 25 squats. And then I do that again in the evening before bed. So child, look, that's 25 and 25. That is 50 squats that I did in a day. So if you didn't do any type of workout, if you do that, child, you did 50 squats that day. That can be the start of a new fitness journey. Those 50 squats can turn into a total of 10 exercises that you may do each day for yourself within maybe like a 30-minute period, whatever amount of time you got. I just encourage for you to do something, to start, to no longer, put it off. Child, I live in the USA, and most people overweight. Most women in my age group do not look like me as far as body type. I know that. People come on here and tell me, Sheik, your body look more like the teens or 20s, early 20s. Yes, and even their body's out of whack these days because with the food and everything. So I understand that I don't look like you're the average person, especially within my community. I get that, which is why I try to come out here to motivate, inspire, encourage, because the way I see it, I'm no different from the next, from a better perspective. It's just that I'm putting in work that maybe many of you may not be putting in. So you can put in the work, and I come out here on lives most days, at least 3-4 days a week, to show you what that looks like when you choose to show up for yourself. If you choose to want to transform your body, rid, the belly fat. Many women talk about, hey, I got the pooch. What can I do about that? These exercises will get you together. I've been, fitness has been a part of my life for nearing of 20 years. My oldest child is 19, so I got my first gym membership when he was like 5 months old because I had lingering baby fat, like 15 pounds. So I joined the gym, and then I worked out in the gym throughout my next 2 pregnancies, where I actually didn't gain that extra 15 pounds. I gained like around the 30 pounds both those pregnancies. So once I had my babies, then my body kind of went back. Remember, my default weight is 130 pounds. So after having those babies, my body went back, because at that point, with the last 2 pregnancies, I was already conditioned to be working out and getting, being fit, living a fit life. Prior to, child, my life was like, I just woke up like that. But once I became a parent, I had to try to, incorporate some different things, to get back right and to be able to maintain. So some of you all, like in your season where you like, Sheik, I need to either get back right or just get right, because you ain't never been right. So like in the morning, I like to call us the ab chasers. Some of us have never seen our abs or haven't seen them in a very long time. The point is, you can find them. You too can see your abs, but you got to put some work into it. So I come out here and show you different types of ways to put that work in. I have different types of videos. I have Pilates workout videos, HIIT workout videos, the Tabata HIIT workout, child. I got all kinds of workout videos. So whatever you're into, look in my videos, in my different workout videos, and in the title, it'll say the type of workout it is and how long the workout is. The live is going to be longer because on the back end, I do, I talk about what it was that I did, do inspirational things, or motivational things to kind of get you going. But if you're here for the workout, it's always going to be like in the beginning part of my video. On the back end is when I talk to you about just who I am, things that you can do, answer any questions that you may have. You all are quiet this morning, but you can always, ask questions, and I will try to give you an answer to the best of my knowledge. And if I don't know, I will direct you to some places where you may be able to go to get those answers. As far as my diet, I eat whatever I want. Now, what that means is that it's moderation for me. It's heavy on the portion control for me. I heavily monitor the portions that I eat when I eat a meal. I'm not a breakfast person, so I don't eat breakfast. So I'm not a 3 meal a day girly. I've never been that person. I'm not a 3 meal a day person. The closest I've probably had to try to be like that is just being pregnant, because you have to kind of eat frequently or else you get sick. That's what I learned, because I wasn't one that kind of ate like that. That was the challenge for me, is just putting enough in my body since, I was carrying a child. But my normal day to day, I'm not a breakfast person. So my first meal is usually easily like after like 3 o'clock, really going into an early dinner. So some days I only have 1 meal a day. Just depends on how late my lunch was. But that's just how I eat. It lines up with intermittent fasting. That's when you're going maybe like 16 hours a day without, in between meals. So you may eat in like an 8-hour window, and then you have like 16 hours that you don't eat. Research that, Google that, intermittent fasting. I've been doing it for years before I even knew it was a thing. It was just how I ate. So then I came to know, like, oh, that's a whole thing out here. They got a name for it, intermittent fasting. But it's just how I ate in general, just never been a breakfast person. So that works for me. You have to figure out what works for you. Some of you may need to completely remove things from your diet. So you have to just try different things and see what works for you. For me, I'm good with just portion control. So if I just portion out, whatever it is that I want to eat, but eat it in like small portions or maybe very limited times during the week. Like if I have a burger, maybe if it's just once a week versus me eating that every day. You see, I haven't deprived myself from having it. I just, on average, maybe only eat it once a week. So that's what works for me. I've never been one to count calories. So just portioning out my food is a quick way to, it kind of impacts your calories because you already know, okay, if you have a full plate of food, it's going to be X amount of calories. So just by basic math, if you cut it in half or in thirds and only eat a portion, you already know however many calories that meal is, you're not eating all of it because you only ate a portion of it. So in my mind, child, that works for me. So typically when I go to restaurants, I rarely eat a full plate of food. I'm usually good for eating half of it. The other half will go home. It may be dinner, depends on what time of the day I ate, but likely it's going to probably be something I eat on another day, the next day. Because remember, I don't eat breakfast, so most likely that meal was something later in the day anyway. So it's now a meal for like another day. So that's how I eat. So, and that's what works for me. And I've been doing that for years. So you have to figure out what works for you. But these are just some things to take into account. I drink a lot of water. This season, especially, it's just been really hot this season. So I live in Georgia. It was really hot all summer. So I took in a lot of water. I did a lot of water. If you're familiar with my channel, I do a lot of workout videos. So you have to stay hydrated. Water is great. It's like fuel to the body. It's energy. You lack energy, up your water game. Even if you wake up and feeling tired, do a workout because workout energizes you as well. So if you're feeling like tired, lethargic, try doing some type of exercise and drinking water. Water is great. It's also great for the skin. People be like, Sheik, tell me, what's the skin regimen? Child, I don't be putting makeup on. I just drink my water and live my life. So it's rare that I'm, I don't know. You guys probably haven't even seen me with makeup on. I don't wear anything on my face. I just drink water. And child, I don't be feeling like putting all that other stuff. I don't be feeling like doing all that other stuff. Quite frankly, I just don't be feeling like it. But I do notice that people who I find to be beautiful people, a lot of times they're just natural. And then I find people who don't wear the heavy makeup. They just have like a youthful look about them. So listen, I'm a natural girly, so that's just how I live my life. But what works for you? And if you don't know, figure it out. Figure out what works for you. Ask yourself, listen, what worked for me? But you don't know unless you try something, right? So today's message is to try something different. Go for a walk, even if it's as little as 15 minutes. Do some exercises, even if it's little as 15 minutes. You don't have to do both the exercises or go for a walk because walking is an exercise, but there are different types of exercises. You can lose weight from either or because the size that I am now, I pretty much have kind of maintained this mostly with walking, but the exercises help, has impacted my body when it comes to like my strength, core, like tightening of the muscles and things like that. Just me wanting to kind of keep it tight. Like that comes from like the exercises that you may have watched me do, or if you look at my videos on my channel, you'll see me do. That helps me to kind of keep it, keep things tight, looking like a certain way. But for an actual just outright weight loss, you can drop weight just by walking. That's what I did heavily during the pandemic. There wasn't nothing else to do, so I did a lot of walking, messed around and walked off 20 pounds. Wasn't my intent. I want to get into shape, but I lost weight, from doing that. I was 146 pounds going into the pandemic, walked a lot. Next thing you know, child, I was down to like as little as 125. Then I put some pounds on. Today I'm at 130, so this is kind of the weight I mostly manage, but I can drop lower than that because with this channel, y'all, I'll be out here working it out. And I also, sometimes go walk And usually my walks are minimum 3 miles at a time. So if I'm intentionally going walking, child, I'm good for 3 miles minimum. I like to do minimum 3 miles. That's just my good starting point. And if I can get more in, awesome. But I like to move. My life is conditioned to move. And as a result of that, these are the results that I have as a middle-aged woman, a 40-plus-year-old woman, child. So you too can look however you want to look, regardless of your age, if you're willing to put the work in. That is the moral of the story. Don't talk about it, be about it. The late Nipsey Hussle said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So I believe in just staying ready. I like to say, your girl is always date ready. I'm always vacation trip ready. Body's always ready, regardless of the season. So do you want to always be ready? Well, you can. So this is a great starting place. You can be a part of the replay gang for this video or check out some of my other content. And again, in the title, it's going to say the length of the workout and the type of workout. So, just click on one. I got a lot, y'all. Your girl been working all summer. As I say, my belly, my midriff, listen, it was out all summer. I didn't have shirts go past here all summer. Lower part of my belly was out all summer. But listen, I've worked hard. I mean, I'm able to wear the type of clothes, the tops that I want. So that was my comfort with, being able to have a little cute little shirts, over the summer. You too, if that's what you desire to do. So it's just like, what are you willing to work for? That's what it comes down to. What are you willing to work for? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Do you have more reasons to not do it versus to do it? You got to flip it around. What are you motivated by? Because when you're motivated by something, it's going to charge you to do it and to show up for yourself. But when you're not motivated, then that's when you're going to find all the reasons and excuses in the world to not do something. So what are you motivated by? What is it that you would like to change? And when do you want to change that? So why not today? It's hump day, right? So let today be the day that you show up in a better way for yourself. I like to always lead by saying, go out into the world and show up in the way in which you want others to show up for you, meaning be that light to someone else. Speak positivity, think positive. Because like attracts like. So if you're doing that and doing that onto others in the world, guess what? In return, you'll get that same energy. What you think, you're right. So if you're constantly thinking negative thoughts about yourself, about the world, about your life, everything, guess what? You right, y'all. But if you think positively about yourself and what's going on outside, then you're right too. Because whatever we think, that's what shows up in the 3D. That's what we see. So it all starts here. What are your thoughts? What are you thinking today? Where your mind at? Where your mind at? And if you need mental clarity, try exercising and staying hydrated. Great ways for mental clarity. A walk, child, will do wonders. I love my little walks in the park. Listen to some music, an AirPod, silence. Maybe you can have a friend, someone to join along to chat with you along the way. But walks are great. That's just like my favorite walks. That is my favorite. But you all mostly see me out here on this channel. You'll see me doing workout videos, or I do reviews on long form content such as the popular YouTube channel Queen of Kings. So if you're familiar with that channel, I do talk about all the shenanigans, child, that goes on over there in the beautiful state of Hawaii. And then I also have my backup channel if you want to follow me over there. That's Chic Speaks, and then the 2 words on it. Chic Speaks on it. That's my backup channel. I do reviews of just viral moments, child. Last night's live was about Diddy and the indictment, and child, I went into all the weeds, and that was cool. So if you're interested in hearing what I have to say on that and any other viral things that's popping off in this world, check me out on my backup channel. You can access that link also from the community page from this channel, Chic Speaks. So on the community page, there will be a link where me promoting my backup channel that I started just like last week, child. So I'm growing that channel. This is my larger channel, but I'm still a smaller content creator that's just growing. Nearing 2,000 subscribers, road to 5,000 subscribers. My backup channel, road to 1,000 subscribers. So I'm at the beginning again, but that's okay. Some of you may be at the beginning of your journey as well. It's just about starting. That's the only way we can get results. You got to start first, right? Got to start first. So let today be that day. Happy hump day. I am Chic Speaks, and I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you for joining my live broadcast. Take care of yourselves and one another. Peace.